So our next speaker is going to be Jeff Light, Senior Product Manager for HemoSonics. Jeff?
Thank you very much, Carla. I appreciate the time and the energy and everything that you are all putting into this fantastic symposium. Thank you. So if I can just get started, again, I'm Jeff Light with HemoSonics. We bring you the Quantra Hemostasis Analyzer, the newest game in town for viscoelastic whole blood testing. I have a video with you guys, and I would love to play that first and then have a few slides to present afterwards, which I will call a crash course in interpretation. Thank you.
How quickly do you need viscoelastic coagulation results in your operating room or ICU? With blood products in short supply and transfusions posing many risks, you need reliable, actionable information as you consider blood management strategies for your patients. Introducing the Quantra Hemostasis Analyzer, the next-generation viscoelastic testing technology that leverages ultrasound to give you rapid, easy-to-interpret results at the point of care when time is critical. Operating the Quantra is easy as 1, 2, 3. The system uses whole blood samples collected in a standard blue top tube and disposable, self-contained temperature-stable cartridges. Use an attached barcode scanner to quickly scan operator ID and cartridge ID. No sample incubation required. No pipetting necessary at any point. The system is completely enclosed. The touchscreen display is intuitive and extremely user-friendly. Clot time results start developing within minutes on the dials dashboard, and you can switch to curves developing in real time. Within 15 minutes or less, you get complete coagulation results against the normal ranges validated for your patient population. Interpretation is easy. Rapidly evaluate clot time with heparin neutralization, clot time ratio, indicating the likely influence of heparin, clot stiffness, fibrinogen contribution, and platelet contribution. You can see trends up to 6 previous runs on a single Quantra over 48 hours. You can run QC infrequently, based on the IQCP developed by your laboratory. The Quantra shows strong correlation with other VET methods and with standard laboratory tests. With the Quantra system, you can have rapid, reliable, and actionable results right at the point of care when time is critical.
Thank you for that. Appreciate very much. And I have just a few slides to share. This is a bit of a rehash from yesterday for anyone who was on. This is, again, a crash course, if you will, on interpretation. And one of the really nice features of the Quantra is, in fact, that it is extremely easy to learn how to use. I like to say, people can be close to an expert on day one. This is actually a user, a director of perfusion. His name is Marcelo Pizzo. And just following this come together session of industry members and then the wrap up, Marcelo will be presenting on his clinical use of the Quantra at Mount Sinai Medical Center. And he'll be doing some actual case review for us. So that's going to be exciting, and that's coming up next. You saw on the screen just a few minutes ago how easy it is to look at. It's a simple dial display. These green bars here that you see represent a reference range based on normal healthy volunteers. We have an output you can see the output is called HPA, or hectopascals. That's actually a function of our technology using ultrasound, medical grade ultrasound rather, that gives us a direct measurement of the viscoelastic properties of the sample. You can see the little caret here gives you an indication of where along that reference range or that entire measurement range your result has fallen. If a result is out of range, you can see that it is yellow, and it gives you an indication that that's something you should be attentive to. Again, as the video gave an indication, we have across the top some parameters that reflect the clot onset time. Okay, we have across the top here the CT in seconds, the CTH in seconds, and the CTR. Very simply, the CT is a clotting time intrinsic that looks at the upstream coagulation factors, those that would be corrected by an FFP or a PCC, or yeah. So CTH is heparin insensitive. Okay, so if you're looking at whether or not there's a residual effect of heparin after protamine administration, or a heparin rebound type situation, this helps you to analyze that. And very simply, the CTR parameter is a ratio between the two, so that anything greater than 1.4 gives you a fast and easy interpretation that you have still some heparin on board. Across the bottom, we're looking at the clot quality, or its ability to hold back blood, really the strength or stiffness of the clot. We call it stiffness. Others call it amplitude or firmness, but we call it stiffness. In hectopascals, we have clot stiffness, we have the platelet contribution to clot stiffness, and the fibrinogen contribution to clot stiffness. Simple as that. P for platelet, F for fibrinogen. Very simple and easy. We're able to report that PCS that the other viscoelastic testing machines do not report in their standard assays, because of the linear relationship between the fibrinogen contribution and the overall. And that is also a function of our measurement with SEER technology. Sorry, all heparin insensitive, I should say. These clot quality parameters are not influenced by up to 5 units of heparin. That's important so that if desired in the presence of heparin, as we do teach, to test while on pump, to prepare for any major coagulopathy which may be present and discoverable beneath the curtain, if you will, of heparin. Additionally, if there's rebound or residual heparin, you don't want that to influence whether you know your platelets are doing well, not doing well, your fibrinogen is doing well, not doing well. It's more information for clinical decision making. As you saw, we have curves as well. Simple push of the button allows you to look at those curves or trends. We can look at, as it said, over the last 48 hours, up to 5 previous tests. So the key takeaways that I want to give everyone here is that viscoelastic testing, we know, and there is a lot of proof that it can improve patient outcomes, decrease costs associated with blood product, both directly and activity costs associated with blood product. It's point of care friendly, it's clear, it's easy, it's fast, and we can get all of our results in our brains in 15 minutes or less, really from the draw, typically. That's average. If the draw takes a minute, and then the operation hands-on time, it takes less than 60 seconds, and then typical results come in about 13 minutes, up to 15, but typically 13. So that's about it for me, and I really did try not to go over 10 minutes as I did yesterday. I'll give you back a few. Sanibel gang, thank you very much for the spotlight here. Again, we'll be joining Marcelo Pizzo, Director of Perfusion at Mount Sinai Medical Center in Miami, next to do some Quantra case review. We'll also have some time for some Q&A. I want to just say to everyone out there, because there have been a ton of questions, we will not get to them all, but I personally guarantee that we will address each and every one of them if you do provide us some kind of contact information to get back to you with. So I think that's just a function of where we are in the world right now. Thank you. Thank you.